If you're gonna make a sandwich, make it hot. What's up guys, it's Kat and Dev from Two Market Girls. Welcome back to another vegan recipe. Today we're making one of Catherine's personal favorites. It's a little bit nostalgic for you too.
Yeah, it's like childhood favorite. It's one of those meals that when similar to like ordering pizza, when your parent told you they were gonna have that for dinner tonight, you got so happy. Yes. This is one of those meals for me.
And this is something I've never really had like this.
Yeah, it's super simple. Like there's literally nothing special about it. It's just like, it's a hot sandwich. We never had a name for it, but it's like a combination of salami, cheese, and pesto that just works so well.
It's a pretty solid combo.
Yeah. But yeah, I hadn't had it for a really long time because vegan salami doesn't taste like actual salami. And I used to love salami. Like that was that's like on the same level as cheese for most people. Yeah. Salami was that for me.
It'll get there. I have faith.
I mean, so I don't make it that often, but I do actually really like it with the salami. Yeah? It's pretty good. It still has the same flavor, it just doesn't have the same mouthfeel necessarily.
Mouthfeel.
And the only thing that's different too is that like we typically made it with brie, and there still isn't really a vegan brie that reminds me of brie quite yet. So, but I haven't tried it with Letty's, that brie that we had in Muskoka. That would be really good. But yeah, so.
But you'd say this is like as close as you've gotten to the one you had in your childhood?
Yeah, other than what I add arugula to it now because I kind of like the addition of a leafy green to it, which was never part of the sandwich as a kid. But like this, with all the other flavors, it's like as close as I've been able to get it.
All right, let's go make a sandwich. A hot sandwich.
To make my favorite hot sandwich ever. We're going to start off with some crusty bread. We're going to use some baguettes so that you get that nice crust when you bake it. We're going to start off by spreading some vegan pesto on both halves of your baguette. And then you're gonna place some cheese slices on one half. Bake that in an oven preheated to 350 for about 5-ish minutes until the cheese starts to kind of get a little melty. Then we're going to add on some diced vegan salami. We're using the yeast variety. We're going to add that back to an oven so that the salami kind of gets nice and crispy. And then we are going to take that back out of the oven, put some slices of tomatoes on it, put it back in the oven for another about 5 minutes until the tomatoes kind of get nice and warm. Take it out, top it with some arugula, and serve it. So good.
Even just like the bread alone, I'm excited for.
It always has to be like a really crusty bread.
Crusty bread.
What else do you call it? Crunchy?
No, I mean, I think you're right. It's just,
something like, it can't, like I've made it with like sliced bread before because I really just wanted the flavors and it's all I had on hand.
Not the same.
It's not the same. You need like this super it should like the bread we used to get sometimes got like so crusty to the point, you know when they're like sharp and almost hurt?
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, wow.
It's so good, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is one of my favorite things ever as a kid.
I would eat this all the time.
Mm-hmm. And it's so easy to make. That's why I love it so much.
I have a crush on this sandwich.
Right?
Uh-huh. I can't believe I've never heard you talk about this. I've never heard anything about this sandwich until now. Why have you been hiding this?
Because there's so much good food in my life.
That's a pretty good life.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. I'm getting back into those childhood favorites.
I'm a mess.
I feel like there was a phase where I just wanted to try every different thing possible. But I'm coming back to the favorites, you know? The stuff that I'd eat as a kid all the time.
I really like the nostalgia that can be attached to food.
Mm-hmm. Because most of the time that's what makes a great meal great. Mm-hmm. you can go out and have a really fancy meal that's delicious. But normally it's like the memories that you attach to food that makes it so good. Because, like, again, this is not, like, anything special. But, like, it's just something that, like, you know, you grew up eating.
This tastes very special to me. I want everyone in my life to eat this sandwich.
I'm so happy you like it.
I feel like non-vegans would really like this too, right?
I think so, too. It's got enough. You're very messy today.
Whatever. I'm in love.
It's got enough going on that, like...
Oh, it has a lot going on.
You can't really tell it's not meat.
It's true.
It kind of still has that flavor and stuff. Also, just so, like, I didn't say this on camera earlier, I was telling this to Devin, you have to cut the salami. It just doesn't taste the same when it's just, like, the full just slices of salami. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't work.
Just follow the rules, okay?
I remember, like, when my parents did it with just, like, the slices, and we were like, what the heck? This isn't the sandwich. This isn't the sandwich we like.
Should we talk about childhood favorites? Have we talked about that before?
I don't know. Probably. I don't know. Have we made a childhood favorite before?
Huh.
I don't know. Let us know your, like, really, those, like, classic, not, like, mac and cheese where it's, like, everybody's childhood favorite. I want to know about those, like, family-specific ones.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't a childhood favorite for most people, I assume. But, like, it's something that we really liked in my house. And, like, I mean, taco night's a bit more generic, but still not everyone's favorite night. So, like, the stuff that's a little more specific to your family.
Yeah, and if you've been able to veganize it, or if you haven't, let's talk about it. Maybe we can throw some ideas around.
Yeah, for sure. No, yeah, I'm super, super excited.
As usual, the recipe will be linked in the description box below. Go check it out. Also in the description box will be a link to our merch. We have a few different designs, including this one. This one. It says camera eats first, because if you're a foodie like us, you probably take a picture of your food before you actually eat it.
And you eat your food cold almost always.
Yep.
This was actually warm.
I know.
It photographed really well, so it was nice and quick.
It's a really special recipe.
Also, our Patreon is linked below. If you don't know what Patreon is, it's basically a way that you can support us monetarily. Is that a word?
Yeah.
You can donate monthly or just a one-time thing. You can donate as little as $1 to as much as you want. It just kind of helps us get more time to focus on TMG things, create better recipes, create better videos, as well as it's a whole new place. If you donate, you get exclusive content to just Patreon access things. As well as anyone who, like, donates on our Patreon is kind of gonna have a more collaborative aspect to our videos. Like, we're gonna ask, do you want this recipe this way or this way? And the one that gets the most votes will do it that way.
Yeah.
Things like that. So you can kind of, like, have a part in creating these videos a little bit.
Yeah, go check it out. Help us out and join our Patreon community. We've also got our podcast linked in the description. We talk about things like veganism. We talk about how we make our recipes, how we make our videos, what vegan news topics are trending. So go check that out. And that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to subscribe. New vegan recipes every Sunday, whatever Wednesdays, every other Wednesday.
Thumbs up if you like sandwiches.
Hot sandwiches. We out.
Bye. Why do I need to make it if there's one that's really good out there already?
This is us. Take it or leave it. Please take it.
Take it. No, it really, really does.
It just fell out. God dang it.
Vegan cheese is slippery.
Really selling it, aren't we?
We're using... Is crusty a gross word?
Nope. Just unexpected.
We're using the Eves variety. Eves? I keep saying it differently every time, I think.